Grinch, don't start. Hey, everybody. I keep thinking since now I'm using the HD camera rather than the shitty ass laptop camera, I should probably put on some makeup. Because I still got one or two blemishes that I don't like. Not eating sugar like cleared my skin, but it's a couple spots. And then the raccoons that live around my eyes. I don't quite like the raccoons. So I was saying maybe I should put on like a little concealer, a little foundation just to like even it out. But then I always want to just start the live. So I never really have time to put the makeup on. I never really have time. Then I just say forget it. Whatever. I don't need it. Although I do kind of want to put on some lipstick. But this I'm plain Jane every day though. I don't need the makeup crew. I think my blemishes are a little interesting, but I don't show up in my regular life like with makeup on anyway. So you're basically seeing what everybody sees anyway every day. That always shocks the shit out of me because I always have this speaker on really loud. Is that too loud? Thank you, Anti, and good afternoon. Just wait on a couple more people to join. It's too loud, curling. I might still put on some not makeup, but some lipstick. I might. I don't know, just because I like the way my lips look when they're really dark. Because I look good, interestingly enough, in like pinks, not like pale pink, but the purple range, fuchsia range. That actually looks good on my skin, but I don't think it would show up good on a camera. I'll have to test that out one day. It might look clownish on camera, but it goes with my skin tone in real life. Now I don't want to show up on camera looking like a complete idiot. So I'm gonna let a few people get in here. My glasses are in the car because my eyes hurt, and I know it's because I'm looking at the screen. So yeah, actually, Crew gave me a while back money to camera. It is a Logitech C930 or something like that HD camera. Probably because the microphone on the camera is bi-directional curling, so it's compensating for my voice and the music. So that's probably why the music volume drops. It's a pretty good camera. I have yet to really kind of explore the different features of it, but it's a pretty cool camera. It's really nice. It's much better than the onboard camera for this laptop. The laptop camera is really bad. It's not HD at all. So I'm gonna start it in a little bit, but y'all know I need a libation, and my libation equal water. If I'm feeling real Frisky, my libation consists of Zevia, but I don't have any more Zevia because I drunk them all. I'm addicted because that's my pop replacement because I don't drink pop anymore. Hey, BK. So the femininity when I'm not frying. When I'm not frying the fish grease, the feminine one is talking to you guys. When I'm frying, it's the masculine one, especially when I'm cursing up a storm. But as y'all can see, I'm trying to, refine that a little bit. I don't know if it works. We're gonna see. We call it pop up here, up north in Chicago and all that. It's pop. It's soda everywhere else, but it's pop in Chicago. And it ain't gonna never not be nothing but pop. It's pop. And people always don't know what the hell I'm talking about if I go down south and say, you want some pop? Soda. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go get some water. And I will be back. And then we will get started. Okay? Soda pop. Try to mix it up. Pop. Just pop. End. That's it. Period. Just pop. So I am going to go get some water. And I will be back. I'll put niggas out my house for saying soda. Right, Brandon. Right. Because it's pop, not soda. I'll be back. Hello. So as you can see, yeah, my water, which I'm gonna sip on because I'm thirsty. And when I get done with the water, add a little thing of milk because I have 70% cocoa. This is my candy. I will eat one of these probably one every couple of days. And it'll either be 70% or 85% cocoa because I don't eat candy bars. So this is my candy bar. Okay. So we gotta get started. Thank you, Jimmy. It is big. This is a big old cup. This is a 16-ounce cup. It's a huge cup. And usually I don't drink water with a straw, but it looks so savage to just gulp it on camera. This looks neater. Okay. So we're going to talk about the definition of insanity, which in a nutshell is doing the same thing over and over and over, but you expect different results each time. Insanity. Hey, Melanated Night. Malika, everybody. So, what am I talking about? For the last few days, probably the last week, Angry Man has initiated what he calls the Angry Man Standard. And in short, women are triggered. Black women everywhere, all across YouTube, are triggered as hell because of one little aspect of the Angry Man Standard. And that aspect is disciplinary actions to take place within the confines of the marriage. Now, the aspects, yeah, exactly, yes. They're having a problem with the discipline aspect. Oddly enough, it's the same problem that a lot of the men are having with the Gray-Faulkner plan. And that would be the military part, which translates into discipline, control. Okay. Consequences, not being able to just do whatever without some sort of consequence behind what you do, have an answer for it. So it's interesting, I think, that they're having an issue with the same the discipline. The women are having that problem and the men are having that same problem. Some of the men. Most of the men understand it. They understand what's happening. So, and yes, this is a stainless steel straw. These are awesome. These are so awesome. Never have to throw them away. So, all over YouTube land, women are triggered by the very concept that they could be disciplined at all, especially physically. Now, to be quite honest with you, the things that Angry Man said are old. These are not new concepts that he didn't come up with that out of his ass. That's old. This is old. Men, being the maintainers and providers, were automatically afforded the power in the relationship because they controlled it, and they controlled the women within it. And the societies that implemented any version of that usually have functioning societies, right? The family structures were largely held intact. You wouldn't have all this bullshit going on. So, try to readjust it. I have a tripod for this camera, and eventually I am going to set it up differently so that I can kind of play with it. Because I need to play with the angles. Because right now I'm just turning it on and flipping it on. But anyway, this has been going on for a while. What he's saying is not new at all. It's not even shocking. It's only shocking to the women because we've been so socialized into feminism that this is unheard of. What do you mean? A man that actually has and is able to exercise control in his household. What do you mean? It's not even his household. This is not even his household. That's what a lot of women think. It's not even his household, right? So, we had a discussion with a young woman last night on Angry Man's platform. He did a Manosphere Mania female edition. I think it's like the second one he's done. And the young lady got on there and during the discussion, she said several questionable things. But during the discussion, she said one thing that angered me. She was asked, if your man is doing everything correct in the relationship, he's paying the bills, he's taking care, he's protecting, he's providing, he is, giving you respect, he's doing everything in the relationship that you need and that you want, will you submit to him? Her answer was no, she will not. And that angered me and it disturbed me. Because it let me know just how deep the pathology ran. It let me know. And what it said to me was that there was nothing that a black man could ever do for these types of women. Nothing that would garner them respect and submission. And this is why certain talking points are dead in 2018. I won't even say what they are. This is why it's dead. Because just admit it. There is nothing that a black man can do that will make you submit. There isn't anything. Just say that. Just admit to it. That's all you have to do. But you don't want to admit that. You have to be pressed. Then you say it. And then when you say it, and you realize just how fucked up that sounds, then you want to backtrack, as my grandmama used to say, you shit and step back in it. BGS says submitting to male authority is difficult for black women, and it has always been. Submitting to, I would differ with you, sir. They submit to male authority just fine. It's just don't submit to black male authority. They submit to white male authority. They do that every day. Same woman that says she would not submit to a man in a relationship that was doing everything he should. Bet you everything that I own and have ever owned that she submits to the will of her white boss without exception and without hesitation. And he could screw her over. Infinity MFG, thank you. It says, I'm late. Will this stay on your regular channel? I would like to see the beginning. It depends on how this goes. Because I need to put the other ones up on the backup channel. That's where they go. That's where they're supposed to go. I'm late. Okay, I'm late, right? Manasseh, what's going on? How you feeling today, sir? Hope everything's good. I'm trying not to use this piece of chocolate like a cow. Y'all was wondering. It's good too. This is like non-sweet. You really start to enjoy the richness of the chocolate. Regular chocolate is way too sweet now. I can't eat it. Anyway. I bet you anything she submits to her white boss. Didn't ask him any questions. White boss gets to make unilateral decisions that you are not privy to because you are not invited to the war room when the decisions are made. It's just shit rolls downhill, and when they make a decision up there, you have to live with it. You don't complain, you don't quit your job, you don't say anything. You just do it. You may not like it, but you do it. You don't really even complain. But a black man who's paying for your entire livelihood, even doing some extras, taking you out sometimes, buying you gifts sometimes, those are extras. He doesn't have to do that. It's not within the requirement. So he is going above and beyond. The same individual admitted to being in an abusive relationship and being a submissive woman within that relationship. And when she got out of that relationship, she decided that it was her submissive attitude that was the problem. And so she decided that she wasn't going to be submissive anymore. So now she got with another man. Hey, BJ, how are you? You're always so sweet. So she admits to getting with another man who's a great man. She's been with him 4 years from what she says. And she says she doesn't give him her all. Won't do it. Refuses to do it. Won't be as submissive as she was with the other man. She's not gonna, a whole lot of stuff she's not gonna do. And she admits to this man doing everything that he needs to do in a relationship that she is not 100% invested in. She picks and chooses what she's gonna do, what she's not gonna do. And basically, he needs to accept that from her. Now, myself and another lady got on that panel. I was trying to give him some game, but she was hard-headed. They want the game. So David Simmons says, typical, submit for the ain't shit man, but the brother that's worth the damn is punished for being decent. And I told her that she's punishing that man for the abuses of the previous guy. And she's like, no, how am I punishing him? I'm like, because you won't give what you're supposed to give in a relationship due to what some other dude did, that he doesn't have anything to do with that. And she also admitted that there was nothing in that new man that she's with now that makes her think that he was going to abuse her. So why are you holding back? I'm just protecting myself, but protecting yourself from what? If he's not the type of man, and after 4 years, he's not gonna be the type of man to abuse you, what are you protecting yourself from? And the real answer, the one that I wasn't able to comb through and get down and get her to admit, was that what little power she thinks it gives her not to submit completely, she doesn't want to give that up. She thinks it gives her some sort of power. And because she thinks it gives her some sort of power, she doesn't want to give it up. Give it up. But what's the insane part? The insane part is on the part of the women who believe that they can continue to do the same things that they have done, and the relationships overall are supposed to turn out differently than what they are. One moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So now, hey Charles, how are you? And BGS, we told her that she doesn't care anything about that man. Because the other lady on the panel said something that's about to the effect that she was gonna lose that guy. And if he leaves, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. And I said, and this is why we know you don't care about that man. Because the thought of losing a man that you love will nearly drive you insane. Aren't you just such a flirt, Charles Faulkner? You are a flirt young man. I want to repeat that. Because for a woman who loves her man, who really loves him, just the mere imagining that that man will leave you will drive you nearly to a point of insanity. And the reality of him leaving you, of being without him, will push you over the edge. You'll go. You'll jump right off the bridge. I jumped, hanging on by a thread, trying to climb my way back up to the bridge. The reality of the man that I love being gone, devastating. It's not even just the death itself, it's the fact that he is not here. Right? So when you're fine with the man that you're with just going and that thought don't bother you, you don't love that dude. You don't care nothing about him. He's just convenient. He's just convenient, that's all. He's paying bills and all this other stuff. And it's making it easier for her, so she's sticking around. That's all it is. But it is insane to believe that we don't need to try something different to get a different result. And what we have not tried in a while, it's been a long time, we haven't tried accountability for women. That's the thing we haven't tried. BGS, she might have submitted to that man. Gotta get you in line. If you don't leave after the first, you'll get in line. She was in line, is what happened. Because he wasn't scared to. She submitted. It was by force, but she did. She did whatever that man wanted her to do. Cause that's why she did it. I'm gonna force him. This other man won't put his hands on her. Shania, did he say? I'm gonna dive right into something else too. I may have to dive into something else as well. I'm gonna find something. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get something going. Can y'all hear that? Y'all hear that noise? Press one if you can hear that noise. That is the sound of chicken being fried. So I'm gonna go ahead and really get on into this. You women are scared as hell of the discipline part because you hard-headed as hell. You know damn well that you are not gonna do not a goddamn fucking thing that man say. So you know full and fucking well he gonna have to whoop your ass. That's why you scared of the ass whoop. That's why you scared of the damn ass whooping. You're like a badass little kid that know they bad and know if they mama or they daddy catch them doing some shit, they can get their ass whooped. But they know they ain't gonna be doing shit they mama tell them to do, so they know they gonna get ass whooped. They know they gonna get one. That's what y'all are. And I don't like to say, because I don't even like it when it is said that women are children. All women are children. Because I'm not a child. And I've never been a child in my adult life. I didn't act like a kid. My husband respected me as an adult woman. And this is why I never got that. And getting one of them is actually in Islam. Which is why I said what Angry Man was talking about is old. It's not even new. And it ain't shocking to me. I've been living under the socialization of that for 23 years. My husband paid the bills. He was the leader of the household. He had the final say of what went on, how it was supposed to be run, who I did, what I did, and who I did it with. He actually had say over all of that. I could tell him I wanted to go this place and that place. Okay. He didn't really have no problem with me going out and whatever I wanted to do because he knew I wasn't about to do no stupid shit. But if I say I was going with such and such a person and he didn't like her, And that was actually rare for my husband to mention who I picked as friends. I don't really have a lot of friends. I had a very, very small circle. Like, I don't, you going somewhere with her? Mm-hmm. To the store. Make sure it's just to the store. Matter of fact, make sure it's just to the store. And I need you back here at such and such time. Really? Yes, really. But you don't never really say have a restriction like that. I'm doing it today. Okay. All right. I need to have my ass back over there too. Mm-hmm. And with all of that control he was able to exercise over me, not one time did he treat me like a child. He would seek my counsel. He respected my intelligence. I had say in what happened in a household that I was a part of. He never told me to shut my mouth. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm the man, and I don't need you to talk to me. He never had to flex like that. You need to. And the reason why he was able to do all of that and still respect me like an adult is because I didn't act like a fucking little kid. I didn't throw stupid ass tantrums and do dumb shit constantly, where he constantly got to tell me the same fucking shit over and over and over. He didn't constantly have to remind me about dumb shit, goofy shit. Rarely did I even need to be told twice about the same thing. If he had to tell me twice, that meant I genuinely forgot. But usually, if it was some serious shit or it was some shit that really needed to be heard, I didn't forget that stuff. My husband don't want this happening. He prefer me to do this right here and never do that. Okay, got it. So I don't need to be constantly reminded because I'm not a fucking habitual line stepper. I'm not a repeat offender. You know, repeat offenders get stiffer sentences. Y'all know that. Y'all know that happens in the penal system, right? When a judge keeps seeing that same individual in his courtroom for the same shit or similar shit, he ain't learning his damn lesson. Now, I gave you probation. I gave you a light sentence last time. You only served a couple months and then a fine. Then I turned around and gave you a little more time last time. You said you wasn't going to do it no more. Now you in here again with that same shit. I'm going to throw the book at your ass. I'm gonna give you a 10-year bid. Huh? What? A 10-year bid because you ain't learned. I tried to help you. You pleaded to me in this courtroom about how you're gonna do better. Now I believed you. I gave you a chance to do it, but you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. So now you're gonna get a stiffer sentence. Because when you could, you wouldn't. Now you want to and you can't. When you could do better, you wouldn't. Now you want to, and you can't. I ain't gonna let you. And that's the position that y'all are in. When you could, you wouldn't. Now you want to, and you can't. When you had an opportunity to act right, and these men, when they had it won't put their hands on you, they weren't talking about this. These men weren't talking about MGTOW. These men weren't talking about save yourself, black man. These men weren't talking about none of that. They weren't talking about none of that. All you had to do was self-correct. You wouldn't do it. Now, they're getting themselves together and figuring out, well, what is we going to really do about these bitches? Oh, y'all ain't got to do all that. No, yes, we do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do got to do it. Because when they wasn't doing it, you wasn't listening. They tried to get you to listen. They tried the nice guy route. They tried talking to you. They tried pleading with you. They tried, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it that way. And every way they tried, you showed your natural ass. And now they talking about we may or may not let your ass work. We gonna take care of all the bills and shit like you claim you want somebody to do. But you gonna do what the fuck I say up in this house. Because if I got to pay the cost to be the boss, I'm gonna be the boss. And that's what you don't want. Them to go ahead and be that goddamn boss. Because you want him to pay for everything. That part sounds good to you. But when he get to talking about these rules and regulations you're gonna have to follow in his house, you don't do that shit. That sounds foreign as hell to you. That sounds foreign as hell to you. He gets to talking about, well, I want this done, and I want that done, and I want this house clean, and I want these kids taken care of, and I want you get to try to figure out what is he talking about. When it's the simplest shit in the world. You act like these men want us to solve the quantum physics of the universe. They fucking want you to try to exercise shutting the fuck up sometimes. Listen to what the fuck he talking about. And do the simplest fucking shit. He wants the house clean. He wants food cooked. He wants the kids taken care of. He wants you to be taken care of. You straighten yourself out. And he wants some pussy. And he wants you to do that with a smile. Act like you got some goddamn sense. That's all he wants. That's all that he wants. You act like a motherfucker trying to beat your ass because there were 5 extra grains of rice in the pot. He told you 10, bitch, you got 15. I'm with your ass. There ain't nobody talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. Ain't no man. These men don't even want to put their hands on you. The abusive men, y'all talking about, well, what if he take it out of context? The man who's whooping your ass is already whooping your ass. He ain't got to have no particular green light to whoop your ass. He been whooping it. Ain't nobody asking you to do shit but what the fuck is supposed to be in your stupid ass nature that you don't want to accept. That's what you don't want. To do what is actually within your nature to do. You wouldn't have to worry about him going upside your head or upside your ass if you just listen to what the fuck he talking about. We ain't talking about every time something happened that he may be slightly displeased with, he gonna go upside your head. Ain't nobody talking about that. If you know how to accept fucking information, if you was able to be fucking talked to properly, he wouldn't have to go to no extreme. The reason why my husband didn't never, to me, it's not because I never got loud. It's not because I never argued. I didn't walk around with, groveling on the floor all day. He said some shit and he would get snapped at. Hey. And if you go too far and he didn't want to hear it, all that getting sassy, he could check that shit. He could check it. That was the difference. He could actually check me and get me to stop. Malika, thank you. It says in 2019, black women get some act right or you gotta go, get right or get left. I would cut up sometime. I ain't on here trying to say that I never cut up with my man. That I ain't never say nothing to him he didn't like. That I didn't never do nothing he didn't like. I did. But like I said, the difference between me and y'all bitches is that my man could actually check me. He could actually say, hey, 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 you raising your voice too loud. I'm going to need you to bring the bass down. Who you talking to? And guess what I would be doing? I don't care nothing about you pouting. Now, you want to say what you want to say in a normal voice? Because if you can't talk to me like you normal, I ain't talking about it. Now, what you want to do? Fine, I ain't got to talk about it. Well, don't fucking talk about it then. Leave me alone. Because you out here getting crazy anyway. You come back to me when you learn how to talk. Okay. And I will soak my ass on somewhere else and sit down. Go sit your ass down some damn well. He ain't trying to hear all that stupid shit. You fussing and paying on. He deal with it for a little bit, but he ain't in for all that bullshit for the next 30 minutes you going in. Just shut your ass up. You ain't even talking about nothing. I knew when to fucking stop. That's the difference. So he didn't have to go no further. He didn't have to take me to the next level. Because I can't be corralled at this level. That's what you scared of. You can't be corralled at this level, so he gonna have to take it there to get you to act right at all. He didn't have to keep going. All he had to do was raise his voice a little bit, stick his chest out a little bit, and I'm cowed. I'm backed off. Okay. Because I don't want him to go to the next level. I don't even want to see the motherfucking next level. I don't even know what the next level look like. I ain't trying to figure it out. This level is fine. The level where he raises his voice and gives me that look, that is a fine. That is a high enough level. We don't need to go any more higher up the chain than that. That's fine. We need not go any further. I'm fine. I'm good. Shutting up. I'm shutting up. Him being disappointed. Sometimes he wouldn't even be angry. Sometimes he would just be disappointed. Like, okay, I thought you was gonna do something better than that. What did you just do? And I would just break. Him being disappointed was worse than his anger. You know, your man get that quiet voice. He just want to sit down and talk to you. That's some bullshit. I don't like that. I break all the way down. I break all the way down. But y'all don't know nothing about your man being disappointed because you don't give a fuck about your men. You don't give a fuck what he like or what he don't like. So you ain't never worried about whether or not he disappointed in you because you be like, fuck you, nigga. That's your response to his displeasure is one of these. Because you feel like he replaceable as fuck. You've been listening to Beyonce too many times. Don't never get to thinking that you're irreplaceable. Some men are irreplaceable. Or they're very difficult to replace. They're difficult. You will not embrace your feminine energy for shit. 9 out of the 10 problems that all of you bitches have with men in all of your relationships could have been resolved by you just being feminine and you just embracing your feminine nature. Do you know men will just back all the way the fuck up off of you with that shit? Men get so soft. When you get soft, they just get soft. They just be like, oh, okay, baby. You know, like I said yesterday, you don't know how many times I have doused the fire of my husband's anger with softening, just softening. With just softening up. And he could be so angry with me. And once I just soften, I'm gonna tell you what I have done on a few occasions. When me and my husband have had really bad arguments. And it didn't matter whether it was my fault or his fault. It didn't matter who started it. It didn't matter what was said. It didn't matter what was going to happen. It didn't matter. I'm going to tell you something that I have done. And a lot of y'all women going to be like, ew. You crazy. Why would the fuck would you ever do that shit? I will never do that shit. And the fact that you will never do it is the fact is indicative that you will never have a functional relationship because you won't even approach it. I'm gonna tell you something that I have done. Me and my husband be done argue. Knock down, drag out. And I knew he was mad. Or sometimes I would be the one that was angry at him. He was dead wrong. And I'm furious at him for something. And the tension would be so thick in that house. And he wouldn't be saying nothing to me because he knew I was pissed off. And he knew he had fucked up. But regardless of the situation, whether I was angry at him or he was angry at me or we were just mad at each other mutually, I'm going to tell you something that I have done on more than a couple of occasions with that man. I waited until we wasn't arguing anymore. It had died down. Maybe it was a few hours later. It might even have been a day later. But I tried not to go to sleep on our anger. And I have gone to my husband, wherever he might have been, sitting on the couch or laying in the bed or whatever he was doing. And I have gotten him. One time I got him up out of his sleep. He was laying there, but he wasn't really asleep. And I have gotten him up out of his bed. And when he sat up on that bed, I have kneeled down in front of him. I am going to pause this so you can really hear what I'm saying. I have kneeled in front of my husband as he is sat on that bed. And I have taken his hand and laid my face in his palm on his lap. So I'm in a kneeling position in front of my husband. And this was the hardest to do when I was angry. And I have said to him, whatever I have done to upset you, please forgive me. I love you. And I will do whatever I need to do to correct this situation with you. But I need your forgiveness so that we can move past this energy. Do you hear what I'm saying? Kneeling at that man's feet with my face in the palm of his hand. With tears in my eyes, not a game. I wasn't playing him. I wasn't trying to game him. And that man would be so, whatever he was mad at, and sometimes he would be so mad. And he would be like, come on, baby. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because, and why did I do that? Because of who he was and what sacrifices he had made for me. I didn't start appreciating that after that man was gone. I appreciated it while it was happening. I valued him while he was here to know that I valued it. I told him and showed him that he was valuable to me when he could appreciate it, not after he was in the ground. Do you feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. But you got to strip down out of that bullshit to do something like that. You can't kneel at your man's feet with all that haughty ass bullshit, feminism bullshit in you. You can't do it. You have a stiff neck and a stiff back, but stiff necks and stiff backs get broken. Men take pleasure in breaking a stiff neck and a stiff back. But they don't take no pleasure out of breaking something that already be into their will. You're too hard. Now, I don't expect any of you to have understood what I just said, let alone do it. But you ain't even made the first step, which is just fucking respect the fucking man. He go out there and he do whatever the fuck he gotta do to make money so you can be okay. A lot of y'all are putting kids on these men that ain't even their kids, and he taking care of them and shit, and you call him a piece of shit. You call him names. You yell, you scream, you fight. You reveal all his shortcomings to your family and friends. You degrade the man, you demean him, and you want him to protect you and love you and care for you. It doesn't work that way, and it never has. And newsflash, it never will. It never will work. You can't even do the first step, which is don't yell at him. Y'all remember that scene in Malcolm X where Malcolm and his wife were having a heated discussion? It wasn't really an argument. It was a passionate discussion. And she was trying to tell him about the snakes that was around him. And she was passionate when she was talking to him out of the concern and love that she had for her husband. And she didn't want to see him hurt. And she didn't want to see other people taking advantage of him. Do y'all remember that scene? And she was talking and she happened to raise her voice a little bit above his. And he said, "Don't raise your voice in my house." He didn't tell her to shut up. He didn't tell her she couldn't talk. He didn't tell her he didn't want to hear what she had to say. He didn't tell her she wasn't important or that what she was saying was unimportant. He simply said, "Do not raise your voice in my house." And what did she do? At least the movie depicted. She didn't shut up. She didn't stop saying what she was saying, but she lowered her voice. That is obedience. That is submission. That is respect. And when she did it, notice they continued to have a conversation. He didn't rub that in her face. Well, you know, yeah, you were yelling at me, because she complied. They continued to have a conversation as normal. She just lowered her voice. She didn't get overly sensitive to it. You can see she swallowed it. She probably didn't like being told that. But okay, all right. I'll lower my voice. Y'all some hard head bitches. And like my grandmama used to say, a hard head make a soft ass. I might change the title of this to "A hard head make a soft ass." Do y'all know what that means? That's old folk. Hard head make a soft ass. I mean, you hard head, get your ass whooped. And that's why y'all don't like it, because you know you hard-headed as fuck. Because I ain't worried about no shit about getting no motherfucking spanking. I ain't worried about none of that shit. Because the next man I marry gonna be Muslim. And that's already in Islam that he can do that. That is already in there. That ain't even no new shit he have to figure out. He already know that that's part of the repertoire. But he don't have to do that. Why? Because I'm not stiff-necked. I know how to receive information. I know how to be accountable for my bullshit. I know how to admit when I'm wrong. I know how to apologize. I know how to step back and come at this shit again. And come correct this time. You will never understand how appreciative men be for shit like that. And if you run into a man and he don't appreciate that kind of shit, he ain't shit. And you ought to leave that nigga. How many of y'all agree with that? I need to see a 1. If you agree that if a woman gives to a man that which she is supposed to give to that man, and he don't comply or respond properly, then that nigga need to be left. You leave that damn nigga. Which takes me back to the chick last night that says she gave her all to a nigga that didn't deserve it. What you stay and give him your all for? What you do that shit for? Once you realize this nigga wasn't finna respond properly, cause I be damned if I'm submitting to a nigga and he still whoop my ass. That shit ain't finna fly. You mean to tell me I listen to the shit that you saying, and you want me to do A, B, and C, and I'm goddamn it doing A, B, and C, and 1, 2, 3 nigga behind it, and you still gonna whip my ass? Then no, not the kid. Not the kid. You ain't gonna whip my ass. You ain't gonna go upside my head. Because you felt like it that night. Give a goddamn what you felt like that night. So if you with a nigga that'll do some stupid ass shit like that, you ought to leave that nigga. Because he ain't about shit. And here you is done. Supposedly you got a better man. Okay, so you must have learned your lesson about picking fuck boys, and then you went ahead and picked the nigga that seemed like he was on his shit. And now you ain't gonna do what the fuck he said. This is some backward ass shit. So it seemed like to me, all you bitches do is respond to somebody go upside your goddamn head. That's what you want. Somebody go upside your head. That's what you respond to. Somebody to go upside your damn head. So I don't know what y'all getting so up in arms when the angry man said fuck. You want somebody to go upside your damn head. Because that's what you respond to. Because you're so goddamn hard. Softness don't even occur to you. It don't even occur to you to be soft. It don't even fucking occur to you to be soft. It don't even occur to you to yield to a force that is greater than you. You know, most times motherfuckers, you know, they was you know, usually when one force meet a greater force, the weaker force yield because they don't want no smoke. That's why they tell you when you get pulled over by the police, comply with what they're saying, because they can use deadly force and you ain't. 9 times out of 10, they strapped and you ain't. And also 9 times out of 10, it's more of them than it is you. And also, if they whoop your ass or they kill you, they gonna get in trouble for it. If you try to whoop his ass, you gonna get killed or thrown under the jail. So usually a weaker force, when it meet a stronger force, yield to the stronger force because it's weaker. So since you know you're weaker, especially physically, we just gonna go on physical. You know you're physically weaker, and you know you're physically weaker because you're worried about those spankings turning into abuses, and you know you can't really defend yourself against that one-on-one. So that's why you're worried about it being an abuse. You know you can't whoop his ass. So why not yield to the stronger force? Why not? That just makes sense. You claim you're so smart and you're so fucking logical. and you have degrees and you educated. Figure that out, Chief. Why not yield to what is obviously the stronger force? Do it make sense to you? I noticed the usual suspects ladies ain't in here today. I know you're listening though, you ain't typing, but I know you hear me. They ain't in here, they ain't typing today. Because they hear that grease frying in the background. I'm cooking y'all. I ain't talking about you cats. You know I ain't talking about you. I don't hear this shit. You think these men want to enslave you? No, they don't. You know how much energy it takes to enslave a motherfucker? Black men ain't got time for that shit. Black men do not have time to try to enslave you. He don't even have a desire to do that. He ain't never had it. Historically, he ain't never had that. And this is why my channel exists. And this is why you hate me. And this is why I don't give a fuck. This is why my channel exists, to get you goofy bitches in line. This is why y'all don't like me. And this is also why I don't. You can call me all kind of mammies and pick me bitches. I don't give a fuck. Cause y'all ain't learning. You gotta get used to this shit. Y'all been on bullshit so long. You don't even smell it no more. You've been rolling around in bullshit so long, you don't even smell it no more. But everybody else that passed by you smell the bullshit a mile off. So, you don't think men supposed to smell that bullshit, but they do. They do. Why wouldn't they smell it? You stink. You reek of bullshit. And when they come to try to clean the bullshit off, like you say, well, you know, you need hot soap and you need hot water and soap to get that all that bullshit off of you. You get mad at him. I don't need no motherfucking water. Okay. You gonna keep stinking. Hey, Nisha. Y'all don't wanna lose y'all power. I have a news flash. I have a news flash. You have already lost your power. Y'all want to know how women have already lost? Do y'all want me to tell them how they lost their power already? Y'all want me to tell them how they lost their power? If y'all women are listening, do y'all want to know how y'all already lost y'all power? First, I'm going to tell you what your power was, and then I'm going to tell you how you lost it. First thing first, what was your power? Your power is your femininity. That's your power. Want to know how you lost it? Want to know how y'all lost y'all femininity power? I'm going to tell you exactly how you lost it. Because you sexually liberated and you fuck anybody. And you fuck everybody. And it ain't no standard. And it ain't nothing to stop you from doing it. Your power is your femininity. You lost it when you became sexually liberated and you fucked everybody. The rap. Because fucking everybody, fucking multiple men, stripped you of your femininity. Fucking everybody strips you of your femininity. Gone. Over with. Because now you can't see how you can relegate yourself to one man and invest and divest your femininity to him. Because you've ran through so many dicks, you don't know what femininity and softness is anymore because you've been acting out like a man. And you've done it to the point that you have all this male DNA in you now. And now you can't help but act like a fucking man. Power gone. We can't fuck without our feelings, ladies. Whores don't even fuck without their feelings. You know where they put their feelings? On their pimp. That's one thing. That's the other thing y'all don't like about that submission. Because you can't figure out how you going to submit to all the men you fuck. You can't. Ah. You can't figure out how I'm going to submit to all the niggas that I fuck. You dumb bitch. You can't. No need to think about it. You can't. All you bitches is concerned about being hoes. That's why you don't like no standards. That's why you don't like no motherfucker putting their foot down. Because you just want to be hoes. You want to be disobedient. Can't no man tell me nothing. Hoes. So you can't fathom being in a relationship with a man, not with that man and a side nigga, not with that man and the internet nigga that you be talking to. No, one man. That's the other thing. Not only are you disobedient, y'all is hoes. So this generation, if y'all are like 25 and older, you damn near is in the 2/3. It's almost ain't no saving you bitches. Let's just work on the young bitches, the real young ones. Y'all so scared of being women. You're scared of your femininity. You're scared of your womanhood. You're terrified of it. But what has being pseudo men gotten you? It ain't got you nowhere. Because y'all fucked up in the game. Because if you wasn't, you wouldn't complain. If you wasn't fucked up in the game, you wouldn't complain about it. That's what y'all worry about. You can't figure out how you gonna submit to all these niggas you fucking. Dumb bitch. Yeah, I think I hit the nail on the head there. Y'all just want to be hoes. I got somebody that can help y'all with both being a hoe and respecting authority. There's a way to do it. Grinch God, is you still in here? I wonder is Grinch God still in here? Because I know somebody that can allegedly give you instructions on how to be a hoe and respect authority. Allegedly. There's just a guideline that can be given. I don't think Grinch got in here no more. That's okay. Because there's a way for y'all to respect authority and hoe. Go on, quit playing with it and go get your pimp. Pay him. And then you can fulfill both. You can be a hoe and nobody will judge you for it. And you'll have to respect your pimp's authority or get your ass whooped. So I may go ahead and end this off. But y'all up in arms about something stupid, something that's easily remedied. BJ said, "Why do hoes submit better than most black women? Because you know why? Because they've owned who they were and they lot in life. They know they ain't going nowhere. They ain't finna do no better. They ain't finna get no higher. So they accept it. And when you accept who the fuck you are, then you act accordingly. But these bitches is running around here trash bags thinking they dimes. So that therefore they have not even accepted their reality. So therefore they can't submit to shit because they don't even know who they are, where they are, how they got there, and what they need to do to get out of it. The pimp don't give that hoe no illusion that she's more than a hoe. She know right off the bat just what she there for and what she had better fucking do or else. These bitches running around can't figure nothing out. No, Char, you don't hear that frying in the background? I was frying, I was cooking. We can go back to the music. I think I'm done cooking. You done cooking? Yay! These bitches don't want to submit because they live under an illusion that they don't have to. So they ain't gonna do it till you make them do it. Crazy part about it is they know exactly how to submit. They know how. This is not even an issue where they need more training and they don't know how to submit. They know exactly how to fuck to submit. They submit everywhere but with you. Know how to submit. They submitted that job. They go get a white man and lay up with. They submit with him. That could because other men don't play that shit. Black men, y'all so forgiving and nice to these bitches. Y'all nice to these bitches. Y'all is nice to these bitches, and they just a lot of these bitches can't. That doesn't ruin them. Y'all have kept up with traditionally what it means to be a good man. I don't blame you for it. I ain't mad at you about it. I don't blame y'all for it. Y'all just doing what y'all doing as men. That's all y'all doing. But they're taking advantage of it. I, for one, am glad y'all waking up. And I may actually lose in the crossfire of this by not ending up with the man that I need. Because he'll be in red pill rage. Because I actually want a red pill man. When I run across me and if they not already red pill, I red pill the shit out of them. I try to. I had one guy that I was riding in Uber, and I don't know what made him tell me about this lady he was seeing. But he told me about her. And I ain't gonna go too far into it, but he was telling me about how she don't respect his time. Every time he take her out, she's real late, like an hour and a half. She's real late. And so I listened to what he said, and I just told him straight out. I said, leave her. He said, huh? I said, you leave her. I said, because she don't respect your time, she don't respect you. What else is she gonna disrespect? As the relationship go further, gets deeper, things become more at stake. What else is she gonna disrespect? She don't respect your time now. And you're taking her out on nice dates, spending money, spending time. I said, leave her. I said, if you don't want to leave her, do this. Don't take her out no damn well. For a while. Just hang out with her like at the house. Do some shit you ain't gonna spend no money on. Some shit she can't be late for. See if she want to spend time with you. If she start asking about why y'all don't go out no more, leave her. And he kind of took that in a little bit. He said, I hadn't even thought about it like that. Because a woman that want to be with a man just want his time. She don't give a fuck about the money he spend or don't spend. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to be taken out and to be kind of wined and dined a little bit. It's very nice. I like it. I appreciate it and I like it. But when I want the man, we ain't gotta go nowhere. When I like him, he got to spend no money. He spend money when he want to. And usually when men realize that you value them and their time and you really just want to be around them and they ain't really having to come off of stuff, they'll come up off of it on their own. Because then they feel like you're appreciative of it. So I be red pilling the shit out of dudes when I run into them. If I run into him in Uber and we start having a conversation, I see, oh, this nigga either purple pill or he blue pill. I red pill the shit out of him. I be like, nah, that bitch ain't shit. He be like, what? Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you why she not. And trust, I'm a woman, so I know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, and get on up off of here. I don't know if I should leave this one up. I might. What they gonna do? I don't know. Should I leave it up on the original channel or should I put it on the backup channel? Or do y'all want me to leave this up just for a little bit? Y'all don't really be watching it when it goes on the other channel. I mean, I expect that because the other channel only got like 300 something subscribers to it. Or I think I got live privileges over there. Y'all want me to start doing my live over there, but y'all gotta subscribe if y'all want me to do live over there, and then that way it can just stay up and be on the backup channel, and I'll just use this channel for pre-recorded videos only. Or do y'all even give a fuck? That's the other thing. Y'all might not even care how I do it. All right, I'm gonna get on out of here. You know what? Let me go get my other channel. Thank you, BGS. I'm gonna go nab the other channel real quick. When I should keep it where I could just copy paste it, but I'm lame. Y'all know I'm lame. I be slacking on shit like promoting myself. That's backup channel. So I would love for you guys to go ahead and subscribe to it. I don't promote it good enough. So what I'm gonna try to start doing, and don't worry, I'm gonna do some pre-recorded videos. I know I've been slacking on that one, and I've been making up with it with the lives more often, just so that I'm not interacting with you guys at any point. But I am going to go ahead and do some pre-recorded videos. It's just that the subject matter that I have been wanting to cover, I've been wanting to just talk about it, and my videos will end up being like an hour or two, just as long as a live stream. So I am going to try to go ahead and get some pre-recorded videos up so that the channel can get new content and get back in people's faces, because the algorithm doesn't like it when you don't post. And my subscriber rate has gone down just a little bit. It was higher when I was putting up more pre-recorded videos. So I'm gonna go back to doing that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out of here. I'll see y'all later. Check y'all when I don't know if Cerulean gonna go live. Sometime he go live. Angry Man said he was gonna do another show today, and we got BGS, who always does the men's hangouts on Saturday. So those are always fun. I don't know how he do it, because I would get so sick of that shit. Because there be so many people on bullshit. But it do be fun though to watch. The chat be lit. It's lit. So any of you guys, I know most of us know who BGS is. But if you don't, tune in to BGS it more, because those live streams on Saturday, off the chain. If you're a woman, tune in on Friday nights because he has a women's channel. Now I've been kind of slacking on being on the women's channel. That's because lately I've been kind of working in the evening too. Because Uber has been tripping lately. Been slow as hell. I had to grind and make some money. This is Saturday. Y'all do realize that I'm here on a Saturday and I should not be, because it should be popping so good that I should not be talking to y'all. I should be out there on the grind. Now, hopefully these motherfuckers want to go out on Saturday night. But I think the holidays wore them out and they broke. I'm gonna have to watch the replay, BGS, because I was bouncing between your panel and Angry Man's panel last night, and I had to eat last night. So I had to eat. I had to eat fresh. It was fresh over there, the meat. So I had to. But I'm gonna make a better appearance going forward though, because I don't want you to think I ain't showing no love over there, because I always got love. I always got love for you, BGS. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off, and I will check y'all later. All right. I love you. Thanks to everyone who contributed, PayPal, Super Chat, what have you. I really appreciate it, and thank you. And I'll check y'all later on.